Hey guys, Jared back. So we've got Graviton version 1.4 for your Galaxy S4. Now originally this ROM was developed for the AT&T Galaxy S4. So always make sure before flashing the ROMs that you follow any special install instructions. That said, I probably need to flash a kernel specific for my device. I do have a Bell Canada Galaxy S4, so my Wi-Fi is gone. But that can easily be fixed by flashing the proper kernel. That said, let's go ahead and get started. I've actually been using this ROM on my S4 for a little while now, just before I picked up my Note 3. And it's an awesome ROM. It's based on the Android 4.2.2 version, Galaxy S4 firmware. So no unstable leaked versions here. So everything here is literally working. On the bugs section, there is nothing. Like, it literally says nothing to see here because there are no bugs. Awesome ROM, very stable, great battery life. Of course, battery life is really subjective depending on, of course, the types of kernels you have and, of course, the different usage from user to user. It obviously varies, right? But for me, I was able to get it just fine. Great battery life. Furthermore, we've got some different camera settings in here. So this was actually a fresh install of version 1.5. Previously, I think I was maybe even on version 1.2. I haven't updated in a while. So there's some different cool settings in here. I think that there's actually a might not shutter sound, so you can turn the shutter sound on and off, things like that. So, but of course, where all the fun is in a ROM is obviously in the settings menu here. Now, we've got two different types of settings menu, the native Graviton one and the default stock one. So if you go ahead and click on settings here, you'll notice we've got two options here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that just once, and this is the Graviton settings menu. So as you can see, no longer is it categorized as just one long list. Which some people might like and some people might not like, and that's okay, because if you don't like it, go ahead and try the stock Galaxy S4 one, which, as you can see, is categorized. And of course, this actually comes with three different themes. So you've got the Graviton theme, one called Disco Lemon and one called Orange Crush. Obviously, the lemons, you're going to have yellow highlights throughout. Orange, you're going to have orange highlights throughout. And the Graviton one is sort of this black and white type of theme going on here. I stayed away from the yellow and orange ones just because they actually remind me of gingerbread, and that was an interesting time in Android. I'm going to try and stay away from that. So, nevertheless, so we're going to have all of our standard Samsung Galaxy options, Galaxy S4 options here, but you'll notice we've actually got a custom setting. So let's go ahead and jump in there, and that's where all the magic of this particular ROM is located. So you can change everything from the battery, so of course icon styles, plenty of icon styles here, as you can see. I mean, just all kinds. Like, as you can see right now, it's just plain. Let's go ahead and click on the skull. And now, as you can see, we've got a cool little skull battery indicator there. Alternatively, if we wanted to, we can go to just, a circle with a percentage, something nice and simple like that, right? You can change the colors, the text colors, the circle animation speed for when it's charging, of course, and you can, of course, always reset the colors afterwards. Enable battery bar. So much like MIUI, if we want to, we've got it showing now, and as you can see, you might be able to see up across the top there, that is the battery bar. I think it's kind of pointless, so that's just my opinion though, so I'm going to go ahead and hide it. You can change the color of the battery bar, the thickness of it, and so on and so forth, as well as the charging animation. The charging animation for the battery bar actually looks cool because as it's charging, you see this little pulse going through the line. I think it's neat, but I'm just not too partial to the battery bar. Clock, you can change all the different clock positioning, colors, and day of the week, and have all kinds of different information showing, which is pretty cool. Lock screen wise, so you can choose between an AOSP lock screen. So we'll go ahead, AOSP lock screen. Let's go ahead and lock the device, unlock it. Yep, there we go. And as you can see, there's the little circle ring right there. And if I want to, I can go to Google Now, go straight to my camera, or of course, unlock the device. So just take that off. I really like the Galaxy S4, the new Galaxy lock screens. I think they're cool. Ripple effects and all that stuff. The clock widget, or C-Lock, if you will, which is, the CyanogenMod one. We all heard the story behind that. Home button wake disable. So that means if you have that and we've got it turned off, if it's in your pocket, some people don't like this. And of course, sometimes it depends. Like maybe you have a case like this that covers the home button and maybe it pushes down on it. So when you press this, as you can see, we're pressing the home button and it's not turning on. I also noticed that my screen is getting very, very fingerprinty. So I actually like the home button unlock, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it on there. Music control, we've got some different options in here. So if I was to go ahead and turn that on, button delay and the volume up action, the volume down action. So you can either skip to the next one, alternatively play, pause, so on and so forth. Same thing, of course, with the volume down. So basically long pressing the button to skip up to the next song, and long pressing the volume down button to skip to the previous track, or whatever it is you want. You can even change the button delay if you want it to be really, really quick. Don't recommend messing with that setting, though, for that particular control. Rotation, we've even got the torch, so we can choose enable this to turn on the torch light by pressing and holding the volume up key while the screen is off. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how well that works. Torch light timeout. I'm going to leave it 15 seconds there just to give it... Whoops, that's not what we want. I was long pressing it. Oops, I did it again. Okay, so was it that? Nope. Nope, maybe the screen has to be on. We've got hotspot and tethering, of course, so we've got some different controls in there. Mobile hotspot, you can turn it on or off, which is also accessible via the settings options, network settings. Keyboard icon enable, so whenever you are in a text message, you get that little keyboard popping up there. I prefer to have it enabled because sometimes I like switching keyboards. Rarely, but sometimes I do. Menu app kill, so of course, if you were to click on that and we were to jump into an application, let's say the Play Store, and we press and hold the menu button, boom, auto kills it. So that's pretty convenient as far as I'm concerned. Let's get back down to where we were before. So I like that on a screen on off animation. So we've got animation type, animation off type, CRT fade or disable. So let's try fade and see what that looks like. All right, so there it is. And then of course quick unlock. Let's do the on type as well. I kind of like the fade. So off, fades out, and when you lock it, fades back in, sort of. I kind of wish, I suppose if you disable the lock screen, it might look a little bit cooler, but anyways, so that's neat. From there, also, we've got status bar color, so you can change the color of the status bar up there. So far, everything else is basically stock Samsung Galaxy S4. Ooh, multi-window control. That's a new one. Oh, are we gonna, come on now. I think if we locate it, there we go, multi-window. Let's go ahead and toss that bad boy on, and there it is right there. And as you can see, it's a nice black background. Cool, hey? Plus, we have Add Away enabled as well. These are all a bunch of options that you can choose within the Aroma installer. It actually gives you a couple of different kernels that you can choose to install, the Graviton launcher or a stock launcher. Lots of really, really great options. And what I like most about the Aroma installer on this particular ROM is that when a new version does come out, you have the option for it to just update the ROM itself without having to go back and recheck and try and remember all of the options and settings you had before. It literally just wipes the Dalvik and the cache and then flashes the update of the ROM. Unlike some others, like in the past, I find that Omega ROM, although extremely popular, is a real big pain in the ass to update, as well as a lot of other ROMs that I think developers seem to forget that sometimes people just want to update it and not have to go through and remember which options to tick and untick over again. Anyways, guys, really great ROM. It's fast, it's stable as hell. I mean, literally, it's stable. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything works on it. Battery life for me has been great, but like I said before, it will vary from user to user. Of course, depending on the kernel and the type of usage that you're getting out of your device. But I definitely recommend you guys give this a shot. If you like stock ROMs that have some really nice customization options, but don't go overboard, this is an awesome, awesome ROM for you guys to check out. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'll be posting a link in the description below down so you can go and check out the XDA page. I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. Just make sure that you pay attention to any special installation instructions that the developer might have for you. That's it for now, though, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click the likes button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe for more videos like this one in the future. And that's it for now. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.